Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. My name is Joey Meehan. I lead up Zoom Events. It's a brand new product that we just launched all of 1 month ago. So a lot more to come, but we're in a pretty good place for where we are today. So here we are with Zoom Events. Let me move us forward here. What Zoom Events is. So to get in the mind space for thinking about Zoom Events is that this is essentially an all-in-one event management solution that we are now offering. Zoom Events is not altering in any way your physical or technical production aspects of any of your events that you're looking to do. So if you're going to use Zoom Events, the reason you might come to Zoom Events is to have that all-in-one event management tool. So now you can have your ticketing in one location. You can organize all of your events in a centralized location or locations that we're calling hubs, H-U-B. Hubs are those dedicated spaces where you can have all of your company or your organization's events listed in one location now. With this, you can accept payment for paid events. You can have free events. There's fundraising events, or you can have a combination of any type of ticket that you like for any of your events as well. Here, there are full reporting and analytics to see how well each event is doing in terms of sales, who's signed up, all that pre-registration data that you're looking to collect. So if you think about using a multitude of solutions right now, you're using Eventbrite for registration, you're using On24 to actually host your event, but then you're powering your content with Zoom through webinars. It's a lot of different solutions that you're having to do just to run one virtual event and eventually hybrid. So what we would do with Zoom Events is help you eliminate the need for multiple solutions to use this new Zoom Events all-in-one license solution that allows you to now have everything together in one place. Registration, your ticketing, your hubs, your payment, your analytics and reporting to see how well each event is being attended, as well as some new event types that you can now run with Zoom. So if you're used to traditional meetings like we're on today, or a standard Zoom webinar where you broadcast one-to-many, what you can do now is instead of having multiple links, so you have a 9 a.m. meeting and you send out the meeting link. You have a 10 a.m. webinar and you send out the webinar link, and you're sending your folks back and back to different links just to join different sessions, even if it's the same event for that day. What you can do now with Zoom Events is actually run a brand new, what we're calling summit, or a single day, single track, multi-session event. With that comes a lobby. Then we're also introducing the ability to run a multi-day, multi-track, multi-session event. And that's what that Zoomtopia link will do for you. That will allow you to run a 4-day, 5-day event, 20 sessions a day, several happening at the same time, back to back. Pick your own track, agenda builder. So a lot of exciting new things you get with Zoom Events that give you a lot more freedom using the existing meetings and webinars that we have today. So let's go ahead and move forward through this. So the first aspect is that hub here. You can see what one might look like once you've logged in to Zoom Events. And I'll show you a demo here at the end. But you do have your upcoming events that can be listed there. Once your event's complete, they will move over to the past events tab where they can be referred to by your registered attendees. They can go back and watch the recordings of that event for a period of time, but they will be listed there as well. And the event marketer themselves can actually use those past events to duplicate the event if there's a similar event coming up that they want to go ahead and use that like a template. So this is going to be your first stop for when you get the Zoom Events license associated to your account. You will set up a hub. Hubs have two options. You can have private internal hubs for your organization, your company only, your employees. Private hubs would never be seen by the public. They're only for folks who have been added to that hub. Second part of that is if you want to create additional hubs, you can create as many of these dedicated spaces or hubs for your organization. You can have a public-facing hub that could be discovered by those outside of your organization. So if you have an event like this one that you'd want to have public registration to, they can now land on this hub and register for any events that you have here. And of course, with this, there's a bunch of different permissions that you can set for who can host events, who is able to edit the hub, who can manage the events and so forth. So check it out. Ticketing is very unique when it comes to Zoom Events. Unlike the meeting that we had here today, or meetings you're used to probably, where you can invite others, share the meeting link. The great new thing about Zoom Events, when you have a hub and you associate an event, which is a meeting or a webinar, to that hub, you actually have to register for that event. There's no way around that. You do need to register for the event everyone does have to get a unique link that's associated to that registered email address, and that is how they join. So if you have an event coming up, a meeting, let's say, with 40 individuals, that's 40 tickets available. Those 40 tickets, when they are registered for by those 40 individuals, they will need to use that specific ticket link. And when they join that with that ticket on that device, they cannot join on multiple devices at once. So if I joined my meeting for my ticket link and the meeting begins and I try to log into my iPad, let's say as well, second device, it won't let me in because I'm already in on one device. Nor can I invite a colleague that might have forgot to register for the meeting. Nor could I share the link with someone and say, yeah, sure, join. Here's the join to that meeting. It's a way to really gate and have a secure audience for your meetings, for your webinars. And when I say by meetings and webinars and events that you associate to these hubs, when you have an internal hub, maybe you're running team meetings weekly. Maybe you have sales trainings, all hands. You're doing product trainings for your team. You're doing resource groups and you have a great guest speaker coming in. Anything you would do for your organization, these are events that you can slate to your hub. And then there, each team, marketing, sales, engineering, product, IT, whatever that might be, can have their own dedicated space, have their own hub, have their team meetings now on here, and they're pretty secure to get into here with all these brand new registration links to make sure it's only those folks who are actually seeing it. Multi-session events, I want to stop here and I'll show you guys the demo actually, and we'll do some Q&A. But this is the newest takeaway you're going to have as of today. Pre-Zoomtopia, what you would get right now is the ability to create that hub. To that hub, you can associate single session meetings, which could be an event, or a single session webinar, which could be an event that has a registration page, ticketing. On that registration page, you can have download links, description of the event, who the speakers are, the bios, the headshots, any of that data that they need to have pre-event. But with the introduction of what we're calling Summit, or a multi-session event, what you can now run is a single day, single track, multi-session event. So you can have a 9 a.m. webinar, a 10 a.m. meeting, an 11 a.m. webinar, and so forth, any combination thereof. And through one ticket for that new Summit type, that single day, single track, multiple meetings and webinars, that one ticket will send them through each of those sessions. So you don't need to schedule a 9 a.m. meeting, a 10 a.m. meeting, tell people to go back and forth between the links. They will now be able to jet through each of those sessions all through a brand new lobby. And so with that, let me bring up this lobby really quickly for you guys. All right, so here we are. So this is Zoom Academy. This is a real event that we did as our debut for Zoom events a couple weeks ago here. It was tremendously successful. It's an event we put on for educators to really get to know all the tips and tricks for Zoom and kind of some other additional items that other educators are doing across the globe for their classrooms and for their settings. So here we are on a registration page. This registration page now will show you description of the event. You have each of the sessions that are coming up for that day. Again, not concurrent, that is coming soon, but you can have back-to-back meetings and webinars. You have your speakers here, their bios, any tags associated with the event. And the great new aspect about this, when you do select this new session type, is when you click on Join Lobby, what will actually populate now, let me drag this over here, is a brand new lobby window that we are on very much on the Zoom desktop client that we're all using today for this meeting. But now what actually will populate is a lobby window where you can join the sessions directly from this window. You can watch the recordings of previous sessions from this event lobby window. You can chat in real time with anyone who might be here ahead of time. Pre-event, during the event, post-event, this lobby will remain open. One quick call out here is that this 5:30 a.m. session that you see, if this is a meeting, when it's live and it says join session, you click on join session, what will launch is the meeting that we are currently on today. This will remain open on the back end, but the meeting that we're on today would launch if that was a meeting session. So we are not altering any way the actual in-meeting experience or the in-webinar experience. What we are changing and giving you now with this is how you got there. The hubs, the registration pages, the ticketing system, the reports for each of those tickets, how you're able to actually create an event here on Zoom Events. By clicking on Create, you have the options to create an event or a summit. Here you can see there are 4 easy steps to follow. You follow through with what you need to do, choose whether it's a meeting or webinar, upload your content, and there you have it with a brief, quick intro with Zoom events. So a lot more to come on this. That's why I wanted to give you those links. I know we have a limited time together, so this is just a quick sneak peek of where we are right now at launch and where we're going. Just to recap for you guys, so Zoom events is available today. It's a brand new license that you would add on to your current existing package that you have with Zoom. What that does now is unlocks the ability to have an event management tool that's an all-in-one solution for your events. With that, right now, you can help eliminate the need for using multiple solutions and have your registration, organize your events, both public and private internal use only. So you have both options there. You can create as many of these hubs, as many events as you want. The number is unlimited. You are not charged on however many hubs or events you want to have. Those are both unlimited numbers. The only thing that's gating you in terms of capacity is whichever Zoom events license type you buy. Zoom events 500, Zoom events 1000, 3000, so forth. Those are all on the product pricing page. So with that, there might be a few questions. We could do a couple minutes here. And then otherwise we'll stick around for a few and you can throw them in the chat.